What kind of danger could there possibly be from posting a story about my kid and a picture of something that's adorable? Well, it's sad to say, but here's the answer. It's about this thing called sharenting. It basically means the situation when parents share too much info about their kids on social media. Even better, here's a definition from Wikipedia. Sharenting, the overuse of social media by parents to share content based on their children, such as baby pictures or details of their children's activities. So how is this dangerous? What could be more harmless than posting a pic of my 5-year-old playing at the beach? Identity theft is the issue. It can create a total mess that can be an absolute nightmare to get straightened out. Social media gives thieves easy access to critical information they're looking for about our kids. In this video, I'm going to detail the dangers and at the end, give you a number of solutions that you can consider. First off, if you think this is a topic that other parents might be interested in seeing, please tap on the like thumbs up. That means YouTube will show this video to more parents. And by the way, thank you for that. Identity thieves are seeking information about our child's identity. So yeah, we're not posting our child's social security number on Instagram or anything like that, but we are posting lots of stuff that identity thieves are looking for. And here's a few. Name of your child. Well, that's easy. Okay, that's going to obviously be up there. But next, they're looking for birth dates. How do they get a birth date? I think you already know the answer to that question. Pics from a birthday party or happy birthday wishes that come in. Easy stuff to find. Other bits of info are also easily harvested from social media, such as mother's maiden name, favorite pet name, maybe favorite sports team, previous address the parents lived at. These are things that we see sometimes in security questions that are used to verify who we are. We like to think of this stuff as private and personal information, but we are giving it away without even knowing it sometimes. You might think, as I did, that the privacy settings on the social media that you use could solve this issue, but not so much. Also, there are stories about people carefully adjusting their privacy settings only to go back a month later and find out that the company has defaulted them back to the previous settings that aren't as private. I guess you can kind of think about some companies that might do this, to be nameless. And one other thing to remember, other friends and family members sometimes repost what we post. So what about their privacy settings? Do they even use privacy settings? It's estimated that about 25% of social media users don't even use any privacy settings. So let's talk about one platform used by a certain demographic, shall we say. Do you know any Facebook users who might repost pics of your children who don't know how privacy settings work? I don't think I need to say any more about that. So what do identity thieves do with info about our children? They can sell this info on the dark web, sounds pretty scary to me, where others can put enough information together to maybe open a credit card or get a loan in our child's name, or maybe 50 credit cards or 50 loans in our kid's name. They are looking for quick money, and frankly, they're very good at doing what they do. And one final thing to think about. Who is a perfect target for identity theft? Someone who doesn't pay much attention to their credit. That is, the typical 3-year-old, a young child. In this case, if an identity is stolen, the crime isn't discovered potentially until years later, when our child maybe applies for a student loan or maybe gets their first job. By that time, the identity thief is long gone, but the damage remains, and it can be difficult, time-consuming, disturbing, and even expensive to fix. Okay, so what can we do about it? I'm going to present a number of solutions, and I'll be honest, you won't like some of these that I suggest. So here's the easiest solution. Don't post pics of your kids on social media. Before you say no, that's impossible, let's think about it a second. Let's ask ourselves this question. Why do we post? Yes, we like to share photos with family and friends, and it's super convenient, it's fast, but if you're like me, don't you like to see how many likes that you get? And like me, don't you like to read those comments about how cute your kids are? Let's be honest, part of this is really about us, our need for a little attention. It's not completely about a need to share photos with family. And by the way, is this need of sharing really the necessity that we've come to believe that it is? Is it a necessity for us to share photos of our kids online? No. Is keeping our kids safe a necessity? Yes. Solution number 2. Here's an old-fashioned one. Print them and mail them. Yep, I know, that definitely takes time. But here's what you do. Get a stack of envelopes and a bunch of stamps. Pre-address some address labels. Yep, it takes 10 minutes to do this rather than 60 seconds. But it prevents a digital identity being built up online of our children. And by the way, people like getting photos in the mail. No one does it anymore. It's unique. You might be surprised what a hit this is rather than throwing a pic up on Instagram. Solution number 3, and you might like this one. Use iMessage on an Apple iPhone and send pics via a group text. Apple says that it encrypts iMessages end-to-end. However, everyone on the message chain has to be on an iPhone to have that security. So that may be more secure than social media. Now, one other solution you may think of is by using the privacy settings. Not as safe and secure as you might think. And it's complicated. One thing else you can do, contact the 3 major credit agencies as early as possible and have a block put on your kids' accounts. I've listed links for these credit agencies in the Show More section below. As we wrap up, it's my view that our kids are our #1 priority, and keeping them safe also is our #1 priority. I've listed a couple ways to do this that aren't as easy as posting on social media, but it does help prevent a digital identity, which isn't secure, from being built online about our kids. And in my view, this has value in keeping our kids' personal information away from bad people. I hope you found this video to be useful. This is the first video in a 2-part series on sharenting. The second part is going to be about how kids feel about sharenting. So check out that video next week if you want to learn more about this topic, and it should be a good one. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.